Love is a universal language. It's a feeling we all understand whether we've experienced it or not. At its best, it's a source of great joy, comfort, and strength. But what happens when we take that which is good and flip it? What happens when we take love and bend it to serve darker purposes? Welcome back, friends. Today we're going to look at 8 dystopian books where love is the greatest horror. As always, this video is your invitation to join me in celebrating the weird and wonderful world of speculative fiction. And if you like what you see here, please do subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Let's get started. 8. The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. Love comes in many forms, and one of them is Katniss. Everdeen would do anything to protect her younger sister Prim. And when the reaping for the Hunger Games arrives and Prim's name is drawn, Katniss volunteers as tribute. As the story opens, their relationship isn't particularly close. Katniss has had to take on a motherly role since their mom became emotionally distant following the death of Katniss's father. Still, there's no hesitation in Katniss's voice when she says, "I volunteer as tribute." Even though going into the arena means almost certain death, Katniss's love for her sister compels her to sacrifice everything. Of course, as the story progresses, other kinds of love come into play. Romantic love, love for country, and love for humanity. In the end, it has Katniss and Peter as willingness to defy the Capitol. As attempts to manipulate their love for each other that proves most potent against the oppressive regime. 7. Legend by Marie Lu. June and Day are 2 lovers who find themselves on opposite sides of a war-torn near-future America. June is the military's daughter, a prodigy who could be the next big thing in Republic history. She's smart, capable, and ruthlessly efficient. Day, on the other hand, is a wanted criminal, a boy who stole to survive only to find himself framed for a crime he didn't commit. When their paths cross, it's clear they're drawn to each other, but societal pressures threaten to keep them apart. As their relationship deepens, however, and the truth behind the war is revealed, June and Day realize that love might just be the key to bringing down the corrupt government and saving their country. The lovers must choose between loyalty to the people they've known their whole lives and loyalty to each other. Will love conquer all, or will it cost them everything? No. Sixter Road by Cormac McCarthy. If you've ever seen the movie adaptation of The Road starring Viggo Mortensen and Cody Smith-McPhee, you probably cried a little on the inside. The bleak, post-apocalyptic journey of a father and son is one of the most harrowing tales of love ever told. The unnamed father does everything for his young son, shielding him from the worst of the world and trying to maintain hope. Even as the world around them grows darker and more dangerous, the boy is all the father has left in the world, and he'll do whatever it takes to protect him. Their journey takes them across a devastated landscape populated by desperate people who have lost all hope. The father knows that if they're to survive, he must shield his son from the violence and depravity of the world around them. He tells his son, "If it falls, I won't let it fall on you." Ultimately, the story of The Road is a testament to the power of love in the face of unimaginable darkness. 5. Red, White, and Royal Blue. Okay, let's lighten the mood a bit with a fun enemies to lovers romance between Alex, the first son of the United States, and Prince Henry of Wales. When a public altercation between Alex and Henry threatens to become a diplomatic incident, their two families hatch a plan to put them on a crash course to make amends. Alex and Henry are initially at each other's throats, but as they spend time together, they begin to realize that there's more to each other than meets the eye. As their relationship develops, they must hide their romance from the public eye for fear of damaging their careers and upsetting the delicate balance of international relations. Can Alex and Henry's love survive the pressures of their public lives, or will it be torn apart by the very forces that brought them together? This book is funny, heartwarming, and sexy as hell. And if you need more proof that enemies to lovers is a superior trope, look no further. 4. Divergent by Veronica Roth. In the dystopian world of Divergent, society is divided into 5 factions based on personality traits. Each faction represents a different virtue: abnegation, selflessness, amity, peacefulness, candor, honesty, dauntless, bravery, and erudite, intelligence, Our protagonist, Triss Pryor, lives in Abney, but after taking the aptitude test to determine which faction she should join, she discovers that she's what's known as divergent, meaning that she doesn't fit into just one faction but has qualities from more than one. After joining the Dauntless, Triss finds herself attracted to a mysterious boy named for a fellow Dauntless member who's also struggling with his place in society. As their relationship grows, Triss and Four must fight to protect each other and their love from the machinations of a power-hungry member of the erudite faction. Janine Matthews, Triss learns that the rigid structure of society is actually a carefully constructed illusion designed to maintain control, and as she and Four fight to expose the truth, they must also confront their own feelings for each other. Can their love survive the challenges that lie ahead, or will it be sacrificed in the name of control and power? No. 3. The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. We couldn't talk about love gone wrong without mentioning Offred, a dystopian society that has overthrown the US government and established a new regime based on religious fundamentalism. Offred is a fertile woman who has been taken from her family and forced into sexual servitude as part of the Commander S plan to bear his child. Despite the horrors she faces every day, Offred clings to the memory of her past life, including her forbidden love for a man named Luke. As the story unfolds, we learn that Offred isn't just a pawn in Galidi's game, but a symbol of female resistance against oppressive forces. Her relationship with the commander becomes increasingly complex as she begins to resist his advances and assert her own agency. Love may be forbidden in Gilead, but it's a powerful force that can never be truly extinguished. Offred's story is a cautionary tale about the dangers of religious extremism and the importance of fighting for freedom and equality. No. 2. Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. In Fahrenheit 451, Guy Montague is a fireman whose job it is to burn books. Books are outlawed in this dystopian future, and knowledge is power. So by burning books, Montague and his fellow firemen are helping to ensure that the government maintains its grip on the population. One day, however, he meets a young woman named Clarice, who opens his eyes to the beauty and importance of books. Clarice is a free spirit who loves nature and challenges Montague to think critically about the world around him. She introduces him to poetry and helps him to see the value of human connection over mindless entertainment. Their relationship is a catalyst for change in Montague's life, as he begins to question the government's motives and the purpose of his job. With the help of a group of book-loving rebels, Montague escapes from the city and joins them in the country. There, he begins to memorize books by heart, so that they can be shared with others. Love may be outlawed in this dystopian future, but it's a powerful force that can never be truly extinguished. No. 1. The Testing by Joel. In The Testing, we meet 17-year-old Malencia, who lives in a dystopian future, where society has been divided into 5 factions based on personality types. When her boyfriend, Thomas, is selected to participate in the annual testing, a series of trials designed to evaluate the skills and abilities of the 5 factions, Malia is determined to support him through it all. However, when Thomas is accused of cheating during the testing, Malia finds herself torn between her love for him and her duty to the state. As Malia navigates the challenges of the testing, she uncovers a sinister plot that threatens to destroy everything she holds dear. With the help of a mysterious stranger named Xander, Malia must fight to expose the truth and protect those she loves. Along the way, she discovers the true meaning of courage, loyalty, and love. If you like fast-paced dystopian adventures with a healthy dose of romance, then The Testing is definitely for you. Well, friends, that's all the time we have today. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of this video in the comments below, and what other dystopian books you'd like to see me cover in the future. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please do subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. I'll see you next time.